Honestly, I was really stressed throughout the journey. Oh no, it was terrible. It was terrible. I remember my first score was, I guess, 8 marks. I really don't think there's a golden formula for this. I didn't need to structure any revision plan because EG had its own plan and structures and they were conducting classes. So already paid the token money for IIM Udaipur. They even used to tell me that this college's form is out, so fill this by this time. I was scoring low till the second last month before giving CAT.
Huge congratulations on securing your IIFT Delhi convert.
Thank you so much.
Can you give me a brief background of your school, college, and what were you doing before CAT? Basically, your profile.
Okay, so I have a 877 profile. I did my 12th with physics, chemistry, and maths. And after that, I pursued my graduation in BA Journalism and Mass Communication. So after that, I had a work experience of 3 years till now, and now I'll be pursuing MBA.
Okay, from which colleges did you receive calls, and which are the ones that you have successfully converted so far?
So I got call from IMK, I'm Mumbai, Indore HR, CAP, and all the other IIMs, and Bitsom, IMT Ghaziabad 4, and there was one more, Goa Institute of Management. I converted mostly all of them except for I am Kozhikode. I'm waitlisted there, and I'm Mumbai. So
Okay, since you mentioned that you were working while preparing for CAT, right? So, how did you balance your job responsibilities along with your CAT preparation? Because uh, actually, CAT preparation needs a lot of dedication and hard work and a lot of time, right? To practice and then revise and then give mocks, analyze, and everything. But along with job responsibility, it becomes a little bit hectic. So, how did you balance both?
Uh, honestly, even I don't know, but it was just a very strict schedule that I had to follow. I had to work all day and then I had to spare 5 to 6 hours in the evening to study, and then over the weekend I had to solve mocks, and then it was all about, I guess, time management. That was it.
Okay, how did you come to know about Elitesgrid? Did someone recommend you, or you did your own kind of research to find out about Elitesgrid? What's the story?
Yeah, actually, I got to know through a friend who enrolled in your course, and they got into IIM Rohtak last year. And so they referred this to me, and I was really grateful that I got to know about EG.
Which batch did you enroll in, and when did your classes begin in 11th grade?
I guess I enrolled in beta batch, and my classes started from March 2024.
CAT preparation has lots of ups and downs, right? Sometimes students feel motivated, and sometimes they really feel demotivated when the mock text phase starts. The score fluctuates a lot. So, what kept you going and motivated during those challenging days?
Honestly, I was really stressed throughout the journey. So no, it's a roller coaster ride. One day you're happy you got a good score in your mocks, and the next day you'll find out that something went terribly wrong and your mocks are you're not performing as much as you want to. But I just knew that I want to pursue MBA. I want to ace this exam, and so that's why I just kept going even through bad mocks and bad marks and everything, and things turned out pretty well.
तो कोई एक सेक्शन था जो आपको बहुत टफ लगा था या फिर चैलेंजिंग लगा था जब आप प्रिपरेशन शुरू किए थे?
I think for me, all three sections were equally tough because I did my graduations in journalism and mass communication. And after that, I was working for 2 years. So it was a gap of 5 years in my studies. And I was not at all in touch with maths, which is basically your LRDI and quants. Both you need to brush off your maths formulas, which I was not at all acquainted with. And then I thought I had good English, but VARC requires a different kind of English, a different kind of vocabulary and understanding of the passage. So I was way behind in all three of my subjects. Uh, and yeah, so first 3 months of my preparation were just brushing off the basics and getting to getting myself acquainted with the concepts and the basics of all three subjects.
When you first started taking full length mocks, were you scored high or low initially?
Oh no, it was terrible. It was terrible. I remember my first score was, I guess, 8 marks, and I was not even able to make one set of VARC. I used to think my English is good, but it was not. So yeah, but it was a whole journey. I kept pushing, I kept solving more mocks. I did thorough analysis of all the mocks that I was giving, and rest is history.
So you said that when you first started giving full length mock test, you faced a little bit challenge. VRC section you found a little bit challenging, right? So I would love to know how did you practice that you gradually you improved in the VRC section.
I really don't think there's a golden formula for this. I just kept giving more mocks, and as Honey sir used to say during the classes, that you keep giving mocks and you analyze them thoroughly. So that was my only practice. I would give mocks and then I would analyze it. Some in the beginning, I would analyze a mock for 2 days. So give each mock, each section at least 8 to 9 hours, keep on practicing that same question unless and until I can make it by myself. So that was the only way for me to solve these questions. uh, and it was not a linear graph actually, so it was not like in first 3 months I was scoring really bad and then later it just kept increasing and increasing. I remember even 2 months before cat, I gave this one mock exam and I scored really low, and I was so sad. And I was thinking, why even I'm investing so much time in this exam if I'm going to score like this only, like nothing good is going to come out of this, and I've spent so much time on this. But yeah, then I just kept pushing, and on D-Day the questions were in my favor and things turned out well.
I would love to know how did you analyze your mocks section wise.
uh it was pretty much me going through all the questions and trying to solve it by myself, no matter how much time it takes. I would try to make those sets and like LRDI sets by myself, sit on that, and then after I've made it by myself, I'll go to the sir's solution and then review what was their thought process during solving those questions, what better I could do. So this was the only one thing that all our teachers used to say, that you have to solve all those questions on your own and then only you'll be able to solve them during the exam. And I followed that.
How did you structure your revision in the last 30 to 45 days before CAT?
I didn't need to structure any revision plan because EG had its own plan and structures and they were conducting classes. So during weekend, we used to have like 12 hours, 18-hour sessions. So there was nothing that I had to plan or manage. EG was doing that for me already. I just had to join the classes, do the questions, do the revision, and that was it.
Other than CAT, did you appear for any other exam?
No, I just appeared for CAT.
Okay. Coming back to the interview stage directly, then share how you prepared for your personal interview.
So for my personal interview, also there was another class that was provided by EG, where we were assigned mentors who were already studying in these B schools. They would come up to us, they would take sessions, and then they would take mock interviews for us. So that was really helpful. Plus, we were provided with some booklets to go through basics of like marketing, finance, operations, whatever domain that we were interested in or we were already a part of. For me, I had an experience in affiliate marketing. So obviously, I was going to be asked questions of marketing domain. So I studied about that. Then I prepared basics of few of my UG courses. Then I had to go through the static GK, then whatever was going on a daily basis. So all the basics I just had to go through.
So, were there any moment during the interview where you felt stuck or unsure how to respond? Basically, panelists asked some questions now first to test your stress management. So, was there any situation, that kind of a situation, or and how did you handle that situation?
Actually, I didn't face much difficulty during the interviews. That was not a hard part for me because I think I had good communication skills and I was able to fluently go through all the interviews. But yeah, some during some interviews, they did ask stress questions. There were uh, different dynamics to those questions, and you had to really dig deep and come out with an answer. But no, I don't think there was any situation where I felt stuck or per se a question which I really could not answer.
Okay, can you please give one or two example of that questions which were asked to, by the panelist?
They asked me about my day-to-day job and what my role looks like and why MBA. Why MBA was a standard question which was asked during all the interviews. Then my introduction was there. Then there was basic GK questions, whatever was going on at that time. Budget was recently released, so there were few questions from that. Then there were questions from my home state and why I would like to join a particular college, and then why I would like to major in a particular subject. So most of the questions were like that.
So finally, how did it feel when you received the IIFT Delhi convert?
Oh, it was unbelievable. When I came out of the interview room from IFT, I called my mom and said that this was the best interview that I've ever given, and I am sure I'll get shortlisted. But IFT call came out till I guess it was released in mid May, and till then, all of the IM's call were out, and I was like, maybe I'm not gonna make it. And I already paid the token money for IM Udaipur. But then finally, when it came, I was so happy. It was such a lovely moment, and I'm still so happy about it.
What was your overall experience with Elitesgrid?
Oh, it was so helpful to be honest because I just had to do my preparation and there was nothing else that I had to take care of, like what my schedule should look like, which subject should I do now, what should I do next, when should I do mocks. They even used to tell me that this college's form is out, so fill this by this time, and like everything was already there for me. They were literally spoon feeding everything to me. It was so easy, especially as a working professional. You don't have much time and you have to balance your time very strategically. So Elite's Grid was a major help for me.
If you could give one important piece of advice to the CAT aspirant to help them improve their score, then what would it be? Like, it can be a common mistake that they should avoid, or something that they should consistently focus on during the preparation so that they get a good score in CAT. So, what would be your
Mhm.
advice?
My only advice would be that there is no golden formula. There's nothing that I can say that can improve your scores. Only they can improve their scores. Just keep giving mocks and analyze them thoroughly. Analyzing the mock is the only crux that will get them into a good school. Just keep giving mocks, even if you're scoring low. I was scoring low till the second last month before giving CAT, and I was super anxious, but I just kept going, pushing through the anxiety. And yeah, all the best to everyone.
That's a really helpful advice based on your own experience. It can definitely guide and motivate other CAT aspirants to prepare in a more focused way. Thank you so much for sharing your amazing journey with us from the struggle of the preparation to finally getting into IIFT Delhi. Big
Thank you.
congratulations once again on this wholesome achievement. Wishing you all the very best as you start this exciting new chapter. Thank you so much for sharing everything so honestly. Thank you.